The following program contains language, images, and/or subject matter that may be objectionable to some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised.
Direct from Albany, New York, it's time for the News Media Zone. With your hosts, Ed and Dave. Tonight, a look at this week's new film and DVD releases. And a chance to win free movie tickets with the poster pair's name. And now your hosts, Ed and Dave.
Hello, and welcome to the New Media Zone. Ed and Dave here. Ed and Dave with you as we enter October.
Oh, wow.
October, the year is, I would say, the year is not really flying by,
No.
is it?
No. It is slow to a crawl and a damn near stop.
Right. And it's only, can we predict? We predicted how bad it was going to be on our early shows.
Yes.
And I don't think we came close to how bad it really. And you, I don't know if you were joking or not. You seemed to not think it was going to be a big deal. You weren't worried about the virus too much, or was that a shtick?
I wasn't worried about it. I'm still not. I don't want to say I'm not worried. I'm not worried about it. I think if you take your necessary steps, which
Right.
you do because you don't leave the home.
Right.
I'm out frequently.
Mm-hmm.
But I think if you take the necessary precautions, for the most part, you'll be fine. Especially in our area, though. Our area isn't bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's these cities, these dense populations. Like when it first hit, it was New York City was bad.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's the second wave are these lunatics that are going to these touristy attractions, the beaches, California and Florida and maybe the Carolinas and Texas. It's where these people, they've had enough. And they're just rebelling and saying, I don't care. I don't care. I'm going out. I'm going out and I'm going to have some fun. And then you have these super spreader events.
Yes, the kids in college. I don't know how we're doing at SUNY. I think there was a few problems.
Well, it
there.
wasn't good.
that
SUNY
one.
Albany,
Yeah.
where a certain person I know works, is
Oh.
now working from home again. Another person I know goes to SUNY Oneonta, but does not go there now. Stays at home.
Mm-hmm.
At this time it's not good among students and general populations as a whole in groups. And I think it's a combination of just people just getting sick of not doing anything, Ed.
Mm-hmm. Well,
And throwing caution. This is me throwing caution
There it
to the
goes.
wind. Here we go. Ready? Here's some caution.
Whee!
It's gone.
I like the effect of the camera being closer to you because
Yeah.
when you put your arms out, look at that like 3D type effect, and then you put them to the winds and go out. Well, look at that.
Oh,
I love that.
it's amazing. You know what I've been watching a lot of lately, Ed?
What's that?
I have this television, which is a smart TV.
Okay.
Now, I have the Roku.
Yeah.
I love the Roku. I download the channels.
Mm-hmm.
But then someone else has brought in a smart TV,
Okay.
which is different from the Roku. Now, I get the Pluto channel, which you've heard me discuss
Yeah.
before. But this TV doesn't get the Pluto channel. It gets what it calls TV. And I put it on. And you know what they have?
What do they have?
They have a channel called the Bob Ross channel.
Oh no.
And all it is Bob Ross making his happy little trees and getting crazy. And we're gonna put a cabin here. Let's get crazy. Let's get crazy. And we're gonna make this tree bright red. Ooh, you know me. I like to get crazy. And you know what happens, Ed?
What? You fall asleep.
No, I'm mesmerized by this man,
No,
and that's all I want. Because he does these paintings
Yeah.
in 30 minutes, and they look spectacular. And it irritates me how great they are, because when I try it, it's not 30 minutes. It's a long haul for me to make it look halfway decent. I haven't got the technique down yet. But he has his own channel.
I wonder how they do these channels like that. Because it's not a real channel. Is there somebody out there putting all the Bob Ross episodes? I know that was on PBS. Did I have something to do with it?
They have a Baywatch channel.
Yeah, how do they do that?
I don't know. But it's just, it's weird. But I'm always tuning into the joy of painting. And at the end, of course, when we're gonna sign this one and call it finished. So he puts his little Ross on there, and he's always ends it with a nice message with happy painting and God bless my friends.
Oh, he
He's
died.
such a gentle soul, Ed.
He died early though.
He had cancer.
Oh no.
I think it was back in do I want to say 1995 maybe?
I think so.
And he was only in his 50s.
Oh.
But it's that Joy of Painting channel.
Yeah.
I defy anyone to turn that on and not be amazed at how good his paintings look with the tools he uses and how simple he made. It's incredible to me. Anyway, I digress.
It is amazing his final portrait. If you can stay awake till the end of it, though, could the director have told him to put a little more energy into it at all?
Well, I guess he doesn't want it to be the manic joy of painting.
Right.
He wants it to be. It's because I guess painting is supposed to be a relaxing.
Yeah.
Artist event. You're there, you're trying to relax, you just want to do something nice and pretty. So you don't want to be going crazy and have someone yelling at you.
No.
You want a gentle voice telling you, we're going to take the 2-inch brush now. We're going to dip it into a little phthalo blue. Just a touch. Just a touch. You don't need a lot of the phthalo blue. Prussian blue is even darker.
Ooh.
Don't use much of the Prussian blue. A touch of the phthalo blue with a little titanium white, perhaps a little liquid white just to thin it out a little bit. Oh, look at that color. That's a lovely color. That's beautiful. And we're going to put that right up here. Some crisscross strokes. And we're going to get that effect. Amazing.
Huh?
Just
yeah.
amazing.
Phthalo blue. One of my favorite blues.
Is it now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, we were saying that today is so bad.
Yes.
That's how we got into the relaxing Bob
We got
Smith.
into Bob Ross.
Or Bob's.
Bob Smith
right.
or Bob Ross? Yeah.
That was Howdy Doody, Bob Smith, I believe. Or Buffalo Bob Smith, yes.
Yeah.
So what we're doing on the show now is we're not taking a look at the movies, which aren't coming out anymore. We're going back in time to a much simpler and better time where we adjusted our glasses. What show is that? We found that. Or can we not? That's apparently a guy on a show you're doing there.
Yes.
And tonight we're going back to 1975. Oh, 1975, one of my favorite years, Dave.
Ooh, what's it?
Yeah, wait till you see all the fun movies and TV shows that we enjoyed as, how old were we
13-year-olds.
13 years. Just the perfect age for these fun shows.
Okay, let's see how fun they are.
Okay.
Are we ready for movies?
We are ready for the
top
movies.
10 movies of 1975. And we're going to start with number 10. The Apple Dumpling Gang, a Disney film.
Uh-huh.
Was that with Tim Conway?
Tim Conway.
Did it have Bill Bixby?
Bill Bixby
Okay.
was in it.
Okay.
And who was the other one? Tim Conway's partner in that.
Don't recall. Do you?
Don Knotts was the one.
Don Knotts. Okay.
They did a lot of movies together.
All right. Number 9, Tommy, the musical from The Who, which I almost went to see because back in that time, I was into the Elton John music with his Goodbye Yellow Brick Road and The Madman Across the Water. I thought, Elton John's in this. I want to go see this, Mom. But apparently he was playing some drug addict or something in it.
Pinball Wizard.
Well, there was who was the other guy?
I don't think he had
the Tina Turner.
Right, she was the acid queen.
Yes, Acid Queen. She was
Right.
the druggie. And I guess when my mother heard, oh, she's playing the Acid Queen, huh? Yeah, you're not going to see that.
Ah.
And I have never seen the film.
I suffered through the whole thing, and actually the Elton John part is the best part
Is it?
of the film.
All right. Number 8, The Other Side of the Mountain. I seem to recall this as being some kind of a tragic film.
Right. Somebody had a ski accident, maybe,
Okay.
and
Paralyzed.
paralyzed? I think that's what it was.
Who was in it? Was it Catherine Harold or something?
I'm not sure. Never saw that one.
Neither have I. Number 7, Funny Lady.
Funny Lady. Now, these were films that would turn up on HBO, where I saw a lot of them.
Now, this is Barbara Streisand, right?
Right. And James Caan.
Oh, never
And
saw it.
who's the guy who was in the movie last week? Omar Sharif? Was
Oh,
he in this one?
I don't
think?
know. I don't
Yeah.
know. Number 6, 3 Days of the Condor.
I've never seen that.
Nor have I. Number 5, The Return of the Pink Panther. Seen all of the Pink Panther films.
Right. I saw that in the theater. Do you remember going to the theater for that
I
one?
don't know if I went there. I probably did. My father was a big fan of Peter Sellers and the Pink Panther. So I probably did go to, or as my father would say, the theater to see this film. Number 4, Dog Day Afternoon. Saw it. Very good film. Al Pacino, screaming out Attica.
HBO, that was
With,
where I
oh
saw it.
my
From
God.
The Godfather.
What is this guy's name? Deer Hunter,
Right.
Godfather, Dog Day Afternoon.
Fredo.
Yeah, but
We don't know his name, though.
I can't believe I cannot. He only
John something?
Casal.
Yeah.
I think he only made 4 or 5 films.
Right.
He died young, cancer. Was the boyfriend of Meryl Streep at the time
Ah.
of his passing, and is the only actor, because I think he was more of a stage actor first.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe, I'm sure anyone out there looking this up would love to prove me wrong if I'm wrong, but I don't think I am. I believe he's the only actor who, his entire body of work film-wise, each movie he was in was either nominated for Best Film or won Best Film. But it was always an Oscar-nominated film, every one that he was in,
Mm-hmm.
which I think we can attest to with the ones that we know of, which would be Godfather, Dog Day Afternoon, The Deer Hunter.
Godfather 2, too.
Godfather, yeah, okay, maybe that was the other one. Because he didn't make many.
No.
4 or 5 films. I can't remember if there was another one, but that was it. Look him up. Great actor. Yeah. Number 3, Shampoo. That's a Warren Beatty film. It's a
Yes.
little sexual, wasn't it, Ed?
Yes.
Wasn't it sexual?
He was doing all his clients.
Oh! Was Julie Christie one of his clients?
Julie Christie, Goldie Hawn, and Carrie Fisher. Very
Really?
young Carrie Fisher.
Apparently Lee Grant won the Academy Award for Best Actress.
Yes.
All right. Number 2, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Now, there's a film we went out to see, I think, after it got all the Oscar nominations.
Okay.
But we didn't know how raw the language was.
Was it raw, Ed?
It was very raw.
Oh.
And we were, suggested that we were not to use the language. We heard Jack Nicholson. I do remember that.
And since this film, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, won Best Picture, I then go back to say that all the films by John Casal were nominated
Aha.
because it clearly didn't win.
Oh, okay.
Dog Day Afternoon.
All right.
All right, so relax. All right, just relax.
Jeez.
And the number 1 film I haven't seen,
Oh,
Jaws,
Jaws.
which won for Best Score, which is understandable.
Remember seeing that in the theater at the Town Theater, which is up here, was in Latham,
Mm-hmm.
and seeing it later on that summer at the Cine 1 through 6, I think it was at the time. Do I have other films? I have a few other films to mention from 1975. So Stepford Wives, Prisoner of Second Avenue, Death Race 2000,
Oh, love the Death Race 2000.
John Carradine,
Oh, great movie.
Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Great movie.
That's the only one of the Monty Pythons I liked, and it was on HBO. I saw it.
Oh, Life of Brian is pretty good. The Meaning of Life, not so good. But Monty Python and Holy Grail, great movie. Such insanity and bizarre, but very good film.
Rollerball.
Remember that?
Man-
James Caan, right?
Right. Mandingo.
Oh, that sounds a little.
That one you don't see today a lot.
You don't.
That one we saw on HBO, and I guess it was Tales of the Old South, and we were sitting there with HBO at home, and with my mother there. I remember
There was some interracial activities.
there was some very graphic, with Ken Norton
Ken Norton, yeah.
and Susan George,
Mhm.
very graphic lovemaking,
Wow.
very taboo at
the time.
At the time,
Oh, yes.
and very taboo for our living room, watching with your mother.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. Remember a few of those things.
The Land of Time Forgot.
Oh,
that-
Doug
McClure.
McClure.
Peter Cushing.
Peter Cushing. Wasn't, oh God, Richard Boone in that too?
I think he was in The Last Dinosaur. It was a TV
Oh, okay.
movie.
Yeah.
Very similar, though.
Very bad dinosaurs too. But no CGI.
Rocky Horror Picture Show. People love that today still.
Never saw it.
I suffered through it once, and the time warp is, again, the best part of that film.
Okay.
The Adventure of Sherlock Holmes' Smarter Brother became a favorite from HBO. I did go out to see Young Frankenstein in the theater, but not this. I don't know if it was because I wasn't a big fan of Sherlock Holmes. And The Hindenburg, one of the disaster films from the 70s. Now you have music now.
Music.
Now we might be singing along to some of our favorites from the 70s here.
Well, let me just point out
Right.
that recently, recently as of right this day, I went on a little bit of a trip, drove somewhere,
Okay.
and
Oh, no.
the radio was the Sirius, where you can just
Beautiful service.
you
Oh, no.
know, cut out every once in a while.
Oh, cut out.
get
I
up
mean, if it's when it's working.
You get up into those mountainous areas and things come and go.
Hmm.
Anyway, what was playing were 70s songs. So I heard most of these again just recently.
Right.
And I said out loud, wow, this music sucks.
Now, did you put the 70s channel
No,
on, or
I did
that
not.
person that
Ed,
you're with?
I no longer have control of anything.
Oh, but she's a 70s music fan.
Well, yeah, 70s, 80s.
She likes the 70s and 80s channel.
Country music.
No. But
And
in the 70s, we had everything all mixed together.
We did. And you're going to get a little bit of that right here.
Mhm.
You're going to hear it all. And here we go. Number 10, One of These Nights by the Eagles. One of the most popular bands in that era and considered one of the greatest bands of all time, despite their changing format. But generally it was Glenn Frey, Don Henley, I think Timothy B. Schmidt for most of the time. But they had a lot of people coming in and out of the band, Joe Walsh, oh my God, a lot of people, who I can't think of their names, but J.D. Souther. So they had a lot of guys coming in and out of that band. Here's a song I can't stand. Number 9, Laughter in the Rain by Neil Sedaka.
Yeah, that one I don't like. It's you sing along with it, but
And
kind of the maudlin type
Yeah.
songs, I think we call that.
And he will be referenced later, and I will point this out to you.
Okay.
Number 8, Fame by David Bowie. Okay, this one isn't bad.
Yeah.
That's a good song. Number 7, Shining Star, Earth, Wind, and Fire. So here we're getting a little bit of our, what would you call this? Funk?
Soul.
Soul,
funk?
yeah, soul, that's better. That's
Oh,
better.
soul.
Yeah, that's better. Number 6, Some Kind of Wonderful by Grand Funk. Or is that Grand Funk Railroad? Or just Grand Funk? I don't know.
Whatever they had
right.
is what they were.
Number 5, My Eyes Adored You by Frankie Valli, without the Four Seasons.
Uh-huh.
Frankie
Yeah.
Valli.
Okay, but another one of those kind of maudlin songs I didn't enjoy.
Number 4, country artist. I don't know how country this song is. It kind of is a little bit. Before the Next Teardrop Falls by Freddy Fender.
Yeah, that was a pretty.
Before the next teardrop falls.
I remember that being on the jukebox at the Farmer Boy Diner.
Ooh.
That
Oh,
being on
yes.
there a lot?
They used to have, was it the ones right on the table?
Yes.
And you could flip the pages.
And I always remember seeing that in there.
Okay.
It was a staple of the Farmer Boy.
Number 3, Philadelphia Freedom by Elton John, which I believe, again, is the name of a tennis team that his friend Billie Jean King was a part of. And that's kind of the inspiration behind this, although that has nothing to do with tennis, but that's kind of the inspiration for the name. Number 2, here we go, a little more country, Rhinestone Cowboy by Glen Campbell. Would you like to sing that one?
Like a rhinestone cowboy. I remember Johnny Carson always making fun of that. I think he rode out on a horse.
Yes, I think he did.
In the white outfit.
And number 1 song from 1975, wow. Love Will Keep Us Together by the Captain and Tennille. This being the people that brought us Muskrat Love.
Right, that was later on though.
But still, Muskrat Love?
With little sound effects. When they were getting it on, I guess.
Now, Love Will Keep Us Together, at the very end of it, as it's fading out, they, in a hushed tone, say, Sedaka is back. They sing it. So they're referencing Neil Sedaka. Because Neil Sedaka was 50s, 60s a little bit, and then he kind of had a resurgence in the 70s with a few songs. More known, I think he's more known as this prolific songwriter. And he's still around.
Yeah.
He's still in there. There you go.
Those were the songs.
Those were the songs of 75.
Let's see. That's not a 75 song. I labeled them again. Oh, Kung Fu Fighting.
Oh, yes. Everybody was Kung Fu fighting. Yeah.
Everybody still knows that today. The Hustle.
Do the hustle.
The big disco song. Lady Marmalade.
Oh.
That's where they said in there in French, voulez-vous, loucher.
Avec quoi?
I remember we were asking the French teacher in 7th grade what that meant, and she wouldn't tell us.
Ooh.
It was very dirty.
Was it?
And we had to find out on our own. That means, do you want to go to bed with me? Is that what it was?
That's dirty?
Well, she didn't want to. I guess she didn't want to tell 7th graders that.
No, that's understandable.
Magic. Ho, ho, ho.
Oh, okay.
If you don't remember Magic the song, you hear it during every Ozempic commercial. Ho, ho,
Ozempic, yep.
Oh.
That's right.
There's a lot of songs, old songs they're using in these drug ads now.
Mm-hmm.
Feelings, that was a big song.
Wait
Not
a
in
minute,
the top
wait a
10,
minute.
though. Feelings.
Yeah, who did that song?
Morris Albert.
Oh, that's why I couldn't remember.
Oh, feelings. That was a sappy song, but it was very popular. Killer Queen.
Oh, by Queen.
Right, still heard today all over.
Yeah.
Get Down Tonight, KC.
KC and the Sunshine Band.
Big disco song that's still around.
I like their, that's the way, I like it.
Remember, they played that in the 1981 movie Last American Virgin when the big guy was on top of the woman.
Oh.
And they're looking through the keyhole. Only Women Bleed.
Oh, who did that?
Alice Cooper.
Oh, could it be Alice Cooper, perhaps the greatest of all time?
I remember in the same class, somebody was talking about that song in the French class. Not for French, but was it referencing the period that the young girls were just starting to go through in 7th grade?
I would have to say, as a Alice Cooper fan, I would have to say that upon writing that song, you would think he would say, oh yeah, we're going to make this have a little bit of a double meaning here. I mean, it's written about abuse, women being abused and beaten. Okay. But come on, when you write that title, you can't say that he didn't say, people are going to have fun with this title. But that's what the song's about.
And for the 7th graders, it was about the menstruation.
Oh.
Going on.
Oh, I don't like that word.
And How Long you still hear today from Ace. How long has this been going on? Every other song they play that on the 98.
We keep doing this, Ed. I think we might be heading towards American Idol.
Right.
All right, we got to rip through this. We don't have a lot of time.
No, but no DVD releases tonight, but we will get to the game.
Okay. All right, 75, 76, top apparently 11 TV shows. Number 11, Happy Days.
Yeah, I'm wondering now if I thought that was number 1 earlier, but it seems to be bubbling outside, and then the spinoff is up higher on the thing. So let's see.
All right. Number 10, ABC Monday Night Movie, which could have been anything.
Yeah.
Number 9, The $6 Million Man. Did watch that frequently.
Yeah, at some points. I didn't watch the first season or so, but later on.
I just like the noise his eye made when he was looking for. Boop, 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 boop. Or was that the ear? No, that was the Bionic Woman.
That was whoo, whoosh, kind of a whoosh sound.
Okay. Number 8, Rhoda.
Rhoda, that was a spin-off of Mary Tyler Moore.
Is she Valerie Harper
She
pass away?
finally succumbed.
Okay.
But like 10 years after.
Yeah, was it brain cancer?
Yeah, she was on Dancing with the Stars.
Number 7, Sanford and Son. I did watch that show.
Yeah.
Number 6, Phyllis. Did not watch that show. Another spinoff of Mary Tyler Moore.
Right. I think there's something up against that. The Invisible Man, possibly, with David McCallum.
Number 5, The Bionic Woman with Lindsay Wagner.
Spinoff.
Who brought us the Sleep Number bed. Number 4, Maude. A very strong woman. Strong, powerful woman with her nincompoop husband.
And then there's Maude.
And the nude painting of her.
Right, we talked about that.
Which you will now probably show.
One of our top-rated episodes on YouTube for some reason because of the picture I put up is the main picture.
Number 3, Laverne and Shirley.
That was the spinoff, so I don't know if Happy Days was going down at this point. It seemed like it was still going up higher later.
Number 2, Rich Man, Poor Man. Now, is this the miniseries, or wasn't there a series after the miniseries?
Possibly. I think this is the miniseries, though.
That was with Peter Strauss and Nick Nolte. Before he sounded like that. He was very youthful. And number 1, All in the Family, with a rating of 30.
The big rating, almost the same as Bonanza earlier.
Would you like cream and sugar in your eye?
That was about the Sammy Davis Jr. time,
Yes.
a couple seasons in.
Don't make fun of his eye. He doesn't like you to make fun of his eye.
So that's our trip back to 1975. Did I say the other things I had? Yes. The other songs mainly on this one. So we have a couple minutes. I think we can get a quick game in.
All right.
Let's just get to it. You know how this works.
That's the poster pairs game where you send an email with numbers from 1 to 6. We select your entry, reveal what's behind the numbers you give us, and if they match, you win 2 free movie passes. If you write spin the wheel, you could possibly win up to 6 movie passes. You're going to select right now, Ed. I'm selecting.
Select a good one. Get a good one.
Get a good one. Which reminds me, I just recently saw a My Favorite Martian. Gary, who has no last name.
Gary, we haven't heard from probably since he wrote in with that. He used to write in with a review of the show every week. I don't know what's happened to Gary.
But he's written in again?
Well, he did 2 years ago. These are still from 2 years ago. We kept them in here.
What if he's not alive, Ed?
I don't know.
I would be tragic.
Anyway, I will email if he wins.
1 and 4 and spin the wheel. Got to get rolling. Only have a couple minutes left. 1 and 4. Oh, this could be the up and down ploy. It is. Oh, what happened?
Yeah, if you're watching out there, Gary, write in. A longtime fan of the show and fan of the Matinee Lady, and got very excited when she wore a special top.
Oh, really?
One time, yes.
All right. There you have it.
That's it. Exciting show. With the new format and things, we're going to adjust as we go. But it doesn't look like we have time for the DVD releases anymore.
No, I'll stop with my stories.
No, you can throw the stories in. They're always entertaining. If we don't get to them, we don't get to them.
All right, because, I have a story about my grocery shopping now.
Well, I want to hear that next time. That's it. We'll be back next time with a look at 1985.
The New Media Zone has been a Cable 2000 production.